Let me start off here with some notes, not notes, but statements about how to do a translation of Al-Quran, how to do, with notes. Now, the first thing that we will notice here is that it doesn't have all chapters. And for a book this size, that should be the priority. And whether it's commentary or whatever, we need full translations. Don't tell me this garbage that, it can't fully... everything that is that is a living language can be translated into English. Maybe you give it a footnote, but translate the whole thing. Don't fill it in with difficult terms. I've seen... This is by far the worst one in that respect. Another thing, it's like, okay, you may be a conservative. You may be an ultra-conservative. But don't use your commentary as a way of abusing the other sects. So, we can look at this. Dr. AlSyyed Abu Mohammd Naqvi, Tafsir al-Qawmi, Tafsir al-Burhan, and Tafsir al-Safi. It's not the first Shia exegesis. Perhaps this is the first one according to the particular sect that he would have wanted, but I think on one of the Shia channels that he recently gave one of the speeches, because there's a Sayyid Abu Mohammd Naqvi that was giving a speech. So, another thing that a person could look at is that let's not be ultra repetitive. Be sort of more comprehensive. If you see some of the Dar al-Islam commentary, or this big black one that I have up here, include some extra prayers. Teach people how to say the prayers, how to do the 5 pillars, teach people a more comprehensive guide to life. They say that walayat Ali is, as if it's like so much of, what's left of religion? Well, a lot of the commentary that we're going to find in here is derivative. And some of the worst things are, surprise, surprise, not things to be found that are even poorly attributed to one of the 14 characters that they look at as masumin, the innocents. And the innocents and the more pious, more God-conscious being the first ones to rise and return in the Day of Judgment. Again, did the Prophet, according to Sunni sources, say that Ali, according to Sunni sources, Ali ibn Abi Talib was given more positions of authority than anybody else. And some stuff is stating a little differently and in more detail. You do find the fact that those who take part in a murder, even to the point of a word, may, be punished either in the return the end of humanity events, are in, in the hellfire because of what they have taken part in. They say the word favoring the unjust war or whatever. But this takes it a little different things. The person killed in the East, the person happy about it in the West. Because people are killing people because they think that other people will be happy about it. So in that way, so the disciplic succession is a very important thing here. That the people of the house was not a term defined by heritage alone. There were certainly individuals that this term applied to. But let's not look and say, oh, we follow the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet. They don't follow the teachings of the Quran. They follow their leaders. Their leaders don't speak Arabic. Their leaders don't know English. And each group is saying that stuff. So let's not pretend that. Let's be careful about our judgments. And, okay, so there's Quranic verses and sayings that say that it's wrong to beat yourself, to cut yourself, to burn yourself, to pierce yourself, to put on dark clothing and bewail the dead. And yes, this is wrong in Islam. And it turns out no. Some statements were said like, oh, well, I saw people going to extremes. And a good thing about this book is it doesn't resort to the shirk of worshiping the 14 innocents. Surah 32, a theme that you see repeated elsewhere, mentioning the seas. If the seas were ink, then the words of the Lord of God would not be fulfilled. Well, even if they were replaced, so you get the number 14. So a lot of the doctrines can be derived out. And, if you believe this, then this and this. But the exact names, you won't find that established. But, okay. So, the Word of God, we can say the inspired Word and the revealed Word. The inspired Word is that a prophet gets its message. And such a prophet gets... another thing about this commentary. And the stuff that's commentary, I don't know what's Farsi, Arabic, or Urdu. You can have a different meaning for each language with that sort of thing. So that's an issue in itself. The use of